Namaste yogis. Let me see whether I can play a drum today before we start the practice. Good. Namaste yogis. It's Goga, kinda like yoga. 2 years in the game, 78 postures later. It is clear hip openers are the big boys or girls in yoga. From sitting ones, lunges, squats, goddesses, hamstring stretches, including the inversions. With this foundation, I'm convinced that we are ready to take a 90-day journey towards the mother of them all. They call it Hanumasana, monkey, or as most of you know it, the splits. Enjoy the ride. So day number 48. Whew. Okay, so let's say that you can find a mat or you're practicing space. We're going to start our warm-up with 30 seconds worth of butt kicks. Start like running, keep your chest straight. It's very good cardio. Very good to just stretch the gluteus and the hamstrings. You can even walk up and down the mat, just to be able to feel what that feels like. 15 more seconds to go. You can even quicken the steps, trying to massage your bum with your heels. And again, make sure the chest is straight the entire time. Slow down the exercise and then take a rest. Good. Coming to a comfortable sitting position. Open chain knee extension on the left side. I'm just going to sit on this spot here. Flex my left foot towards my face. Keep your chest straight and just gaze forward. Make sure you're not forcing the exercise. You just want to ensure that the foot is stretching very slowly. Inhaling and exhaling for 30 seconds, finding this open chain knee extension on the left side. How is your week? Release. Let's switch sides. So open chain knee extension on the right for 30 seconds. Again, you flex the right leg, pointing it towards your face. Try to keep the back straight. That's why I'm sitting on the wall here. You can get a chair. It's perfectly fine. Just be able to see whether you can also just enact this posture. And then when you're ready, you see that you can gently release the exercise. I'm thinking of what I'm going to nominate for day number 48 of the splits challenge. I want to cast my net a bit wider today in this nomination. Inhaling and exhaling. Keep your chest straight the entire time. And then gently release. And then let's do some side lunges here. So that you can bring your chest up and then find a lunge on the other side. Keep doing this for about 60 seconds. Inhale and exhale. Half the time here. Just trying to see what that looks like. Inhale and exhale. And then when you're ready, see whether you can, you can try like gently release the posture. Then we go to the next exercise, which is going to be calf raises with splayed foot. So go stand next to a wall, stretch your hands forward, pressing against the wall, and then lift your heels off the ground, bring them down. Inhale, lift, exhale, bring them down. So you keep doing this for 60 seconds. Inhale, lift up, exhale, bring them down. And you want to squeeze your calf muscles as you're lifting the heels up, just feeling that nice stretch of the entire calves. Very nice exercise also to just strengthen the lower legs. You can bring your hands on your waist, just be able to see what that feels like as well. And then balance like a ballerina and see what is there for you. Inhaling and exhaling. And my nominee for day number 48 of the splits challenge is Mel Fierce Fitness and Health. Melissa George is based in Greece. She's also an amazing content creator. She does a lot of fitness work. She's my nominee for this particular day. I hope she can make it what she wants it to look like. Gently release the posture, take a rest. take a rest. Let me blow the drum a bit. Come into lying on your back. Let's do a lying leg abduction. So you stretch your legs up, inhale, exhale, you bring them together. So you want to do this very slowly, feeling that inner stretch on your inner thighs. Inhale, open, exhale, you bring the legs back in. For 30 seconds. So as I was saying, Melissa George is also a very good fitness practitioner, and that's why I'm nominating her for this particular challenge. She has liberty to make it what she wants it to be. It can be short, long, whatever she deems it appropriate. Inhale one last time, just feel that stretch. Exhale, bring them back in. So you want to keep doing that. Inhale, and then gently release, coming into standing, and then we are going to do pyramid pose. So stretch there, left leg forward, press your right knee down, inhale, lift up, exhale, bow forward. So you want to feel like this hamstring stretch is happening on the left. Let's call it the dynamic left hamstring stretch. And then you want to bend your right knee slightly. So as you inhale, you are coming up. As you exhale, you come down. You can even bring your hands on your hips just to be able to feel that stretch. Inhale, puff up. Exhale, stretch. Feeling that nice stretch on the entire left hamstring. You keep doing this for about 60 seconds on one side before we transition to the other side. Inhale, you open the chest. Exhale, you bow forward, feeling that nice hamstring stretch. Then let's switch sides maybe. Let's see if I can find a dynamic stretch on the left. So again, lift up, exhale, bow forward, feeling out the stretch on the entire right hamstring. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, bow forward. Just find that deep stretch. Inhale, puff up. Exhale, bow forward. I love this stretch because it's very easy sometimes, but then you still feel that stretch. And then maybe say that you can even have a flat back as you do that. I don't know what I was trying to do here. I was trying to say that I can do a cow pose or gomukasana while doing these stretches. So Mel, I wish you all the best. I hope you enjoy this challenge. Let me know in case of anything, and then we can share you out when you are premiering. Gently release, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. And then now we are going to do a half forward fold. So inhale, you come up, exhale, you bow forward halfway, bringing your torso parallel to the ground underneath you. So it's almost like what you are doing, but now it's like you're getting a stretch on both hamstrings. So inhale, puff up, exhale, bow forward. And you want to pull your belly in as you do this, and exhale, you bow forward, feeling that nice stretch of the hamstring. Inhale, open, lift up, exhale, bow in, feeling that nice stretch of the back. Keep doing this for a while, just to be able to feel like both hamstrings are now getting that nice stretch. And you want to do it very slowly and intentionally. Less is more in practice. And then when you're ready, gently release, take a rest. Then we do a cross touch and reach. So open your hands out. And then inhale, you open. Then exhale, you tap one foot. So you keep doing this for 60 seconds. Maybe the left hand taps the right foot. You come up, right hand taps the left foot. This is a very good routine, even just to be able to find a spine twist. You know, as much as it's working the hamstring, you're also getting a very nice mobility of the spine, especially as you do the twists. So you want to keep doing this for a while. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, tap the foot. Inhale, open. Exhale, tap the foot. Just to be able to find that deep stretch. Sometimes less is more in practice, you know, and sometimes as much as we're working on the split challenge, we also want to say that we can also find a deep stretch, especially of the upper body, just to ensure that we also work in the upper extremities. Okay. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, tap the left foot maybe. And tap. We're doing this for 60 seconds, maybe a few more seconds to go. Gently release, shake it out, shake it out. The next pose you're going to do, come into sitting. Go sit next to a wall, and then push your bum next to the wall, and then stretch your legs up the wall. The posture is actually called legs up the wall. And then stay here and just relax here for a while, feeling that nice stretch. If both your legs are not reaching the wall, you can even bring this cushion like I'm doing, and then just support the calves against the cushion just to ensure that your legs are straight the entire time. And then you want to flex your toes by pointing your toes towards your face, and then adjust accordingly. Make sure that the legs are feeling that stretch. Legs up the wall, waterfall posture is also a very good pose, especially if you've had a very long day at work, walking, and something like that. So you always want to just make sure that you bring in a lot of, rest, even at the end of a long day. And legs up the wall is one of those postures that can actually help you achieve that, because it's like a mini inversion, so you have blood flowing back down towards the pelvis area. And because when you're walking, you're used to blood flowing down towards the feet. And just stay here for a while, feeling that nice stretch. You can check your messages here. You can read a book. This is also a very good way just to relax at the end of a long day. Yoga practice is not supposed to be hard. It's supposed to be something that you enjoy doing. Maybe stay here for a few more seconds. And then gently release by hugging your knees in, and then come into sitting, or maybe kneeling, whichever works. The next pose you're going to do is downward facing dog. So we take downward facing dog. Spreading your fingers a lot. Your feet are hip width distance apart. If it's too much, you can bend your knees slightly, lift your bum towards the ceiling, and then so that you can stretch them. Very good posture is also to get a hamstring stretch, and it's also very good to build arm strength, because you're pushing the floor away from you, trying to get that nice shoulder stretch. Inhaling and exhaling. Breathing in and out. Inhale and exhale. Breathing in and breathing out. About 30 more seconds to go. Just stay with this stretch, and you can keep melting your torso even more towards the thighs. Feeling that stretch. Exhale, melting your heart as you breathe in and out. Then gently release by bending your knees slightly, and see whether you can drop your knees down, and then bring your left leg between your hands, and let's say that you can find a kneading lunge on the left side. Pressing your hands on your left knee, and then start melting your hips down towards the floor. Feeling that stretch as you find this lunge. And then bring the tops of the back foot down as you keep melting and sinking the pelvis down towards the ground. Keeping the front heel directly under the knee, just to protect yourself from injury. Bones on top of bones, remember. And then keep lunging your hips even forward a little bit more, just be able to find that deep stretch. Inhaling and exhaling. 30 more seconds to go here as you keep lunging, and then you want to keep the upper body as straight as possible, because the upper body is what gives you that weight that is actually pushing the hips down towards the ground. And maybe freeze here for a bit, just be able to feel that stretch and just see what that feels like for a bit. And then when you're ready, you see that you can gently release by straightening that knee very slowly. Let's switch sides. Kneeling lunge on the right side. So let's say that you can find that pulse. So press your right hands on your right knee, and then start making those pulses. Bringing the tops of the left foot down, start sinking the hips down towards the ground, and just see what that feels like. So you're pushing your weight down, especially using the upper body. Keep sinking those hips and the pelvis down towards the mat as you find that deep stretch. Very good posture, just to be able to stretch the thighs and the groin. And you can literally feel it, because the more you keep pulsing the hips down towards the ground, the more you can feel that stretch on the groin. Oof. And then stay here. You have your 60 seconds in this particular posture. See what that feels like. See how deep you can go. And you also want to pay attention to your back quad, because it's also getting that particular stretch. Melting more, feeling the stretch even deeper. Maybe see whether you can make turns, but remember to keep the chest the entire time. The chest is elongated and lifted. Inhaling and exhaling, and then gently release. Oof. Take a rest, and and then find a way into sitting. The first posture you're going to do is seated triple. So you bend your right knee, make sure your foot is pressing the left thigh, and then keep the right knee down, pressing down. If it's not reaching the ground, you can slide a block under it, and then so that you can grab the size of the left foot, and then keep stretching your lance forward and just see whether you can bow forward a little bit more. So it's also a spine stretch here going on as much as you're trying to bow forward. And then the idea is to see whether you can bring your elbows down towards the ground. Stay here gazing towards your toes, inhaling and exhaling, feeling that nice hamstring on the left leg. Standard sitting hamstring stretch. Keep gazing towards your toes, and then when you're ready, release. Maybe switch sides, straighten your right leg, and then so that you can bend your left knee. So the left foot presses the right thigh, and then so that you can grab your right leg. And then you want to stay here, keep pushing by lifting your chest forward, and then so that you can bow forward. These are very good exercises just to help relieve back pain. So you want to keep bowing forward a little bit more, just be able to feel that deep stretch, easing any pressure on the back pain here, inhaling and exhaling. And you can even bow forward, kiss your knee, look forward. I'm looking at the kids playing here right now as I do this particular flow, inhaling and exhaling. And then maybe say that you can even just melt completely as you bend your elbows down towards the ground, feeling that entire stretch on the spine, feeling that nice release on the lower back. Half of the back pains we normally face as a result of sitting for long can be helped when you just incorporate a yoga practice into your routine. And then when you're ready, gently release. Good job. The next pose we are going to do lizard pose. Some people call it runner's lunge, some people call it lizard, some people call it dragon tail. So bring your left leg outside your left hand, lift the right knee off the ground, and when you're ready, you can bring the right knee down. Again, you can always bring a cushion, slide that cushion under your right knee, and then either choose to keep your hands here or bring your forearms down, and then just stay here, sending breaths to your hips. And then you can even bring a cushion or a block and just rest your forearms there, and you can keep lifting the back knee, stretch it towards the back just to deepen the stretch. Either you stay with your forearms down, or if it's too much, you can just press your palms down on the ground and gaze forward. We are holding this for about 60 seconds, and you want to keep sending breaths to your right hip joint. Yeah, and then maybe keep sliding even to deepen the stretch a little bit more. Why not? Why not? Why not? Sometimes some of these stretches is about finding your edge, and then keep sending your breaths. Inhale and exhale, and then gently, so that you can release, slowly press your hands down, so that you can bend your right leg, and so that you can grab your ankle and then push that ankle towards your right glute, feeling that nice quad stretch as you twist, gazing up, and then release the posture. Great job. Now we switch sides. Take down dog. You can bend one knee at a time, and then now bring your right leg outside your right hand. And then we are going to drop our left knee down on the ground, and then you can either choose to stay with your hands or bring your forearms down, putting your heel directly under your knee, and then you can keep stretching the posture by tucking your toes, and then take the leg towards the back, and then just stay with your forearms down on the ground, feeling that nice deep stretch on the groin, the hips, very good and deep hip opener lizard pose is. Inhaling and exhaling. Staying with your forearms down, paying attention to that sensation you're feeling on your hip joints. Lizard pose. Quite an intense hip opener, by the way. A couple of seconds here to go. Inhale, exhale. Then when you're ready, press your hands down so that you can bend the knee and grab your left ankle. Push it towards your left glute, feeling that quad stretch, and then release. The last posture we're going to do is the supported split. So get a cushion or a pillow, take your left leg. Let me start with the left. So take your left leg and come into half split or half Hanuman. And then from here, start sliding your right leg towards the back. And then see whether you can stack cushions, and then see whether you can support your entire left thigh on the cushions and support that split. And let's see what that looks like. You can even bring your hands to your heart center and then keep staying and paying attention to that sensation on your hips. They're screaming right about now, but that is the practice happening. Others, you can bring your hands down or get a block just to be able to support, and so that you can press your palms down on the mat, and then you can tilt slightly. It's okay. And then just feel that stretch for about 30 or 40 seconds. Inhaling and exhaling, sending breaths to that entire left hamstring that is probably screaming right about now. And so that you can even melt a little bit. I'm trying to say they can kiss my knee. Anyway, to be continued. Another day. And then gently release. And let's say whether you can find a supported splits on the right side. So I'll take the cushions towards my right side, and then say they can come into half Hanuman or half split on the right leg. Pressing my hands down, see that you can stretch the left leg towards the back, resting the entire right thigh on the cushions, and then stay here. Again, I bring my hands to my heart center and see what that feels like. Inhaling and exhaling, and then flex the foot, just point it towards the face just to be able to activate that leg. Inhale and exhale. So they can kiss the knee. Maybe even prostrate towards the knee and bow forward. Sometimes you can just figure out what works for you. But remember to keep sending breaths to that entire hamstring, because it's like burning right about now. Inhale and exhale. A few more seconds here. And then when you're ready, release, massage your thighs. Hands towards center. Namaste. Bye guys. Enjoy your weekend.